Hey everyone, it's Kyle. It is weeks 21, 22, and 23 bump date. I am 24 weeks and 1 day pregnant, and I'm so excited to say that because 24 weeks means viability, and I know that's not, a guarantee that the baby would live if anything would happen, but it is ups the chances of a success rate that if something were to happen, that they do or would try to do anything to keep the baby alive. So I'm really excited to have reached that point in this pregnancy. And to jump right in, weeks 21, 22, and 23 went by super quick. And I feel like that's because I was waiting so long to get to this point. And the symptoms were few and far between, especially weeks 21. 21 and like a little bit of 22 were very mild. I didn't have much going on, but 22 and 23, I had crazy intense round ligament pain where I had to call the doctor because in my head, I thought I was having contractions. I've never felt pain like that before, and the only way I can describe it is it felt like I was, the baby just kicked. I felt like I was being stabbed, and it was on like my left side, my lower left side. The pain was so intense and so quickly onset that it would take my breath away, and I just kind of had to try to breathe through the pain. It only would last anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes maybe. It was very short-lived, but still scary nonetheless. And if this is any inkling as to what contractions feel like, I am so screwed because it hurts so bad. And I can only imagine contractions feeling even worse than that. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be, and it's kind of terrifying to think about. But I wasn't sure if it was round ligament pain or not. So when I called the doctor and just let him know what was going on, they said right where I was in pregnancy is when a lot of the inside stretching goes on. It's not just your outside ligament. There's stretching going on in the inside of your uterus, and because the baby's more active now, it's stretching a lot faster, and that could be the reason why the pain was so quickly onset. And the more that I thought about it, it usually occurred maybe the day of or the day after the baby was super, super active. So it all makes sense, but I haven't felt that since, and I'm glad because it truly was painful. I don't know if it's just now he has enough room and it's done stretching, or I don't know, but I haven't felt it since, which is good. And I've had I don't know if this is also weather related or pregnancy related, but I've had super dry nasal passages where I'm not even blowing mucus anymore. I'm blowing just pure blood, and I sleep sometimes with a humidifier. That hasn't really seemed to help. I use a nasal gel that also doesn't really seem to help. Nothing really seems to help, and it's been on and off for a while, but now it's consistently getting worse, or it is like at its worst. And I've also had the sensitive gums where it was maybe every once in a while when I would floss, my gums would bleed, but now it's every single time, and even being like more gentle and careful, they're still bleeding. And I did read that that is a symptom of pregnancy. I'm just not really sure why. Dry skin has also been an issue. I also don't know if that's pregnancy related or if it's weather related because it's so cold here. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I think that's it. I've been up to date on my blog, so if I missed anything, it would be there. And just one thing I wanted to address, I don't ever come on here or like Facebook or anything to complain or rant or bitch or whatever, but my last blog I did a rant, and it's just because I put myself out there and I share photos of me, and for someone to comment about me physically, about the way that I look, I just think it's so rude. There are two things that I feel are appropriate to say to someone that's pregnant, and that is either you look amazing or you're glowing. Just keep it positive and don't say, your bump is small or your bump is big. Just those two things are good enough, whether, you think they got fat or not. Like, nothing of that needs to be said out loud. And I've got a couple comments so far as to my face looking fuller, my bump being so small, and just things that have bothered me. And now I realize, like, it's so stupid that it even bothered me in the first place. But yeah, I just wanted to address that because I don't think it's right, especially in this community. And if someone has said something like that to me, I've defriended them or deactivated them, because it's just, I don't get where that comes from, especially after everything that we've been through. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry if this rambled on, and hopefully I'll be back soon to make my next bump date. Bye.